So what if you could build a brand that doesn't just compete, but absolutely dominates its space? One that can charge premium prices and create fans for life? Well, today, we're going to unpack the exact roadmap to build a nine-figure brand step by step. Let's jump right in.
And hey, meet Sky Joe. He's going to be our guide on this journey. Think of him as the ambitious entrepreneur, just like you, on the path from a small business to a brand empire. We're going to show you exactly how it's done.
All right, let's kick things off with a big question. What if you could charge 10 times more than your competition for pretty much the exact same product? Sounds kind of crazy, right? But believe me, it's happening every single day. And the secret? It isn't a better product. It's a better brand. I mean, just think about the giants. You've got Yeti selling a $40 cup that costs the same to make as a $10 generic one. You have Harley-Davidson with customers so loyal they literally tattoo the logo on their bodies. And Apple, man, they can launch just about anything, and people will line up round the block to buy it. So what's their secret? It all comes down to one really powerful concept. But here's the problem. If you go and Google branding right now, you're going to get buried in all this vague, feel-good nonsense about gut feelings and brand stories. And sure, it sounds nice, but none of it tells you what to actually do on Monday morning to build your business. It's not actionable.
So let's just cut through all of that noise. We're about to give you a definition of branding that's so simple, so powerful, it might just become the single most important key to unlocking your brand's real potential.
Okay, here it is. Branding is a deliberate pairing of things through an outcome. That's it. It's not about your logo, your color palette. It's all about intentionally, deliberately connecting your business with a specific result that your customers truly deeply want. Your job is to be the architect of that connection. It really is this simple. If you pair your business with good outcomes that your customers want, you profit. More people buy. If you pair it with things they dislike, well, you lose. Fewer people buy. Every single branding decision you make goes straight to your bottom line.
So if branding is really just about this simple idea of pairing, how does that one little act generate so much value? How does it give you the power to charge 10 times more for your stuff? Let's break that down.
You don't have to take my word for it. The legendary investor Warren Buffett said it best. The ultimate test of a great business is its pricing power. That ability to raise your prices without watching all your customers run off to the competition. And where does that power come from? It comes directly from the positive pairings you've built in their minds. And this, right here, is the ultimate financial payoff. Through this deliberate pairing, you transform a generic, commoditized product, something anybody could sell, into a premium, high-value item that only you can offer.
And this little comic just nails the whole concept. You take a generic product, right? Like a plain white t-shirt. On its own, it's worth what, $5? Now you pair it with a desired outcome, something like winning or being a champion, represented here by the trophy. All of a sudden, that t-shirt isn't just a t-shirt anymore. It's a symbol. It's a premium product people will happily pay more for.
Okay, so the theory is clear. That all makes sense. But how do you actually do it? Let's get into the blueprint, the real, actionable strategy you can start putting to work today.
Here it is, your four-step path. First, you start with a brand that means nothing. It's just a name, a logo, a blank slate. Second, you deliberately and consistently pair that brand with something your ideal customer values. Success, adventure, beauty, you name it. Third, through repetition, your brand starts to become that thing in your customer's mind. The connection is locked in. And finally, number 4, customers buy your product not just for what it is, but to associate themselves with that outcome. They're buying the feeling, the status, the identity you've created.
And when you execute this blueprint the right way, oh man, the rewards are immense. You get to charge those premium prices. Your advertising works better because it's hitting on a much deeper level. You create die-hard, lifelong customers. And you build this massive moat around your business that your competitors just can't cross.
And listen, don't for a second think this is just for mega corporations with huge budgets. As a solo entrepreneur, you can start applying this exact same logic today, right now, to build untouchable authority in your market.
I absolutely love this metaphor. Think of your brand like a bouquet of flowers. Every piece of content you put out, every customer interaction, every partnership, that's a flower. You have to deliberately choose which beautiful flowers you want to add, and you have to be just as deliberate about pulling out the weeds, any negative associations that could ruin the whole thing. It is a constant act of careful curation.
Now, we've gone through a pretty high-level roadmap here, but building a brand is a really deep topic. So if you want to dive even deeper with more masterclasses and get some more detailed guidance, you can connect with Coach BK Han.
So we'll end with this. Don't just let this be some interesting information you heard. Make it an action. What is the single most important, most powerful positive outcome, the biggest win for your customer that you can start deliberately pairing your brand with starting today? Your $100 million journey begins with that one simple pairing.